So today we're going to look at some of the ways in which you can save your back and hopefully prevent injury whilst you're in the garden. Lots of us are outside doing lots more gardening at the moment, and we're seeing lots more back and hip injuries. So follow on for a few top tips as to how to protect yourself in the garden. One of the great things is to try and use something that's up at a height. So if you're going to do some potting of some plants, then bring them up onto a higher work surface so that you're working at this level rather than doing lots of bending over into that position. Okay, one of the other things that we see a lot of is how people pick things up. So if you've got the watering can on the floor, try to use your legs to squat down to pick everything up and keep your back nice and straight. So if we just do that again, if we go from the side, you're going to push your hips back, keep your back nice and straight, keep the item really close to you rather than leaning over like so. So everything kept really nice and close with soft knees. Okay, so next we're going to look at how to pick your wheelbarrow up. Again, it's just really tempting to keep those legs straight, bend your back and keep your arms outstretched. But again, if we use that nice squat technique, get your base a little bit wider and really just bend. What you're not looking to do is bend those knees forwards. So just pop those hips back, keep your weight back, and then nice straight back to lift up, and off you go. When you come to put that down again, same principles apply. Again, we want to just squat, place that down, and come up again. Okay, so if we're going to do any weeding or prolonged bending, then we need to get ourselves into a good position. There's several ways you can do that. You can, firstly, if you use a kneeling pad, you can get down onto one knee, and that makes it a little bit easier to keep your back straight and push those hips back as you go into that position. So that might help you rather than trying to go from here and bending. Okay? The other thing, if you can't kneel, then you might find just a little stool helps you just to get down to that level, and then again try to keep bending at the hips so that you keep your back nice and straight and you can get in there and do that weeding. Okay, next we're going to look at how to protect your shoulders as well. What we see a lot of at this time of year is people who get tendon problems in the shoulder from working at 90 degrees. So where possible, try and keep those elbows down below your shoulders so that you're working at this angle. Okay? If you can't reach, then safely up a ladder so the elbows still stay down, and then we can get into that position again. Okay, so the other thing that we see is when people are brushing that they tend to work too far away from them. If you step in and just keep nice and close to you, you can then work into that position. So try not to overreach. That's when either we see shoulder problems or back problems. So works the same with a hoover, anything like that. If you just do a small step in and work there.